Well, good morning, everybody, and it is September 1st here on the cattle farm, and we actually have to go up to the dealership and pick something up because, well, we got to chop silage. Well, we got to chop a corn to make silage, and we are going to do it in August, but it was raining all through that month. Huge shout out to G Portal. Thank you for hosting today's video. And also, if you guys like this type of content, please be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell to where you guys don't miss any future videos. And also, I am now a YouTube partner, so I do have membership, super chats, and all that on the channel. So if you guys want to become a member of Coal Farms community, feel free to become a member. But yeah, so we got a lot to do, you guys. We got to get caught up to where these other guys can start, doing their stuff, and also harvesting their beans and their corn and everything like that. And we still got beans out we got to get harvesting too. It looks like Nate may be cutting some hay or grass for some reason. I don't know what he's doing. We're going to actually go up here to the store, up here to the dealership, and we're going to borrow their little dolly since there's nobody else on server right now but me. We're going to go up here to the dealership, borrow their dolly. We're going to go over to Nate's farm, and we're going to grab his superior and dump trailer to where we can harvest where we can chop our corn for our silage for our cattle, where I don't have to keep playing the back and forth game with the tractor and the little Meyer forage boxes or whatever they're called. But so we got to get chopping, and we might fill up the silo, and we might have a whole lot of corn left to be able to actually harvest and everything like that. But we definitely got to get this done where we can keep up on the feed for the cattle to where we don't run out of that, because they're actually starting to grow. I think they're actually starting to produce some milk and everything like that. Let's actually go in here to the menu. Yeah, so their food, yeah, they're good on feed right now. We have 4,000 liters of milk, which is a good thing. Our Angus cattle are doing great. They're at 100% productivity. They're at 94% puberty. So hopefully here before too long, all these cattle will start being able to reproduce. And then once we get the money, we're actually going to build another cattle pen where we can get even more cattle, since this is a cattle farm. So I'm going to go over here to Nate's, and that is actually the dealership semi and their trailer. And we're actually going to go over here to Nate's and get his trailer to where we can get that back down on the farm to where I can just jump straight into it. I already looked over the chopper. Everything is good to go. All we got to do is just hook this stuff up to the chopper, get to the field, and start chopping some corn. So let me get over here, get this hooked up, get everything down in the field, and then I will see you guys after the time lapse. We'll just turn up the music. We'll get to chopping some silage. So yeah, I'll see you guys after the time lapse is done.
City life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's
Alrighty, so I did not expect that type of yield off this field for us silaging this corn. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run the chopper all the way through the rest of this pass. I'm going to go get the international hooked up to the blower. I'm going to go empty this out, and then I will come back, hook this back up to the forage harvester, and we'll keep going with the time lapse. I just wanted to let you guys know that I am aware that it is not spreading, well, that it's not putting any more chaff into the trailer. So if I keep filling up like this, we'll probably be able to fill up the harvester silo in no time. And if I keep going at this rate, I'm going to have to probably wait until Nate gets in server to see if he can help me finish this, because this is going to be a lot of chaff, you guys. And when I get it to starting to empty into the silo, I'll bring you guys back in, and we'll see how much we got from there. But that's only one pass down the middle and half a headland, and we've already filled that trailer up once. So yeah, we're going to get a pretty good yield. I didn't expect the UAN 32 to do as well as it did when we put it down. Our yield's not the greatest. Actually, let me go to yield. Our yield's not the greatest in some spots, but it's definitely yielding better than it did last year. So I may do another application of UAN 32 on this field, and actually do one of our other fields with actual anhydrous ammonia, and we're going to compare the two. So this will be like a test plot with UAN 32, and we'll do one of these other fields that we own with anhydrous ammonia, and we'll go from there. So yeah, let me go down here, get this international hooked up to the blower, and start getting this emptied out, and I'll see you guys when we're starting to put this chaff inside the silo. Alrighty, so we're down here unloading it, and I know it keeps like going and stopping, going and stopping. It's because, well, the little Meyer Forge boxes that I bought from Nate, they take forever to unload. This is honestly the fastest way, and the trigger's very, very picky. And we're probably about halfway done with that, but we're already up to 249,000 plus what we already had in there. So we might be able to fit that whole field into the trailer, well, into the silo. If so, that'd be amazing. And if we get close to being almost full, which is 755,000 liters, to get this to about right here, like a little over halfway point, we'll probably just harvest the other field and call it good. But yeah, let me finish unloading this, and I will see you guys back into the time lapse. And when we go to unload again, I'll probably just end the time lapse there completely, unload all this in there, or we'll just see what the day brings us because it's still young. But yeah, let me just get this unloaded, and I'll see you guys again after the time lapse. Alrighty, so we got the second load of chaff going into the harvestor silo, and everything's working out good. The blower's working out great. The end dump's working out great. We got us a little rhythm going here. So what I'm going to do, you guys, I'm just going to go and go down there and finish off that field, and I'll let you know when we get done with it and when we get the last load of chaff from that field put into the silo. But right now, you guys, this thing's filling up quick. We're already at 338,000 liters, so I mean, we're going to have plenty of chaff inside this silo off of just that one field. And it looked like it stopped again. This trigger's a little finicky, so yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this unloaded, get back down to the field, finish chopping it, and then I'll see you guys when we're putting the last load from that field into the silo. Alrighty, well, good morning, everybody. And as you can see, it is no longer August, it is actually October. I ended up pretty much filling up the harvestor silo. Well, it's probably gone through a lot, but well, actually, no, it hasn't really, but we didn't do all the fields, but we did do almost a whole headland around that field. We got all field 21 completely chopped. I got the chopper put away, but what we're going to do is we're going to bust out and we're going to get some soybeans harvested first. We're going to get those out of the way because we have like 2 fields of soybeans and only maybe like a half a field of corn left. And I'd really like to get started on soybeans. I know Nate has started on harvest already, and so has Connor and everything like that. And I don't know if one of them guys gave me money to where I didn't go broke. I'd have to look at the beginning of the episode and the beginning of the video to see how much money we had. But yes, our first time using the 9670 STS. Brand new harvester to us. Has 6 hours on it. Hopefully I can make it out right here. Oh, no, I'm going to push the truck out of the way, but it's fine. The heck with that truck. It can stay right there. We'll just push it out of the way. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get this pulled over here, let it warm up for a little bit. And then we're going to hook the 8650 up to the grain cart, get it down to the soybean field. And we're going to start with 24 and get that one done first, and then we'll jump our way up to 15. So we'll actually park this right here. And oh, I did not mean to shut it off. Turn it on. Yeah, I'm going to let that warm up and everything like that. Then we'll get hooked up to the bean head and we'll get it out of here and everything like that. It took me a little while to get it through there, but I was able to maneuver it in here. Go and start the 8650 up. Let that start running. And where's the button? Here it is. Get that open. Alright, so yeah, that's what we got going on. We got the silage chopped. Well, the corn chopped for the cattle. We're going to get started on some bean harvest. So let me get the grain cart and the 8650 down there, the combine, and then we also got to get our semi hooked up to the semi trailer. What I'll probably do is I'll probably go and put a sleeper on it because it looks a little weird with that truck being so small. But yeah, you guys, if you guys also, I'm waiting for the merch store to be able to go public and everything like that. We also do memberships, super chat, and stickers now on the channel. So if you want to become a member and support myself and the channel, go ahead and go get a membership. If you're ever in a stream, drop a super chat, but it's not required. No, I just figured I'd let you guys know about it. But yeah, let me get all this done, get all this down to the field, and then I will see you guys when we're down there at the bean field. Alrighty, so we were going to go down to the field, but then I realized when I pulled the truck up to the trailer that we had like 30-some thousand liters of corn. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to go to Nate, but you know, so we're going to go and sell it. We're not going to get the most out of it right now, but it will put us over the threshold of making enough money and everything like that. But I did see another field that I want to buy. So just quick update, we got this field all silaged and chaffed and they're ready to go. We got a headland around this field all the way up to here. We're going to finish harvesting that with the combine. But I've been wanting to get another grass field, so I think I'm going to pick up field 12 when we get the money, and if there's any crop in it, we'll harvest it. But I'm hoping by the time we pick it up and by the time we sell the soybeans when it's time to do so, I'll have enough money to be able to pick up that field, and we'll just cultivate it under, lime it, fertilize it, the whole 9 yards, and we'll go from there. I doubt I'm going to get a good yield off this field right here, but I know for our soybean field up here in field 15, when we put that UAN 32 on it, we should get a fairly decently good yield on it, and it's showing that our expected yield potential is 96%. So I guess we'll find out. But yeah, let me go and get the semi down there to the field. And I got the combine down there with the header. I got the grain cart and the 8650 already down there. And we're going to have to stage this probably across the road or somewhere close. Yeah, let me get down here while we leave you guys in for a little bit while we're doing this, and then we'll probably jump it into a time lapse because I know I didn't really get much of the time lapse on the chaffing the corn, well, chopping the corn, but as you can see, I did go and chop around the headland right there, and I got almost all the way around. And actually, did I get all the way around? No, I didn't get all the way around. So yeah, I got halfway around that field right there. But yeah, let me get down here to this field and get starting on these soybeans. I'll bring you guys back in, we'll talk for a few, and then I'm going to jump you guys straight into a time lapse, and the whole time lapse is going to be that field and field 15, or at least most of field 15, or until we gotta unload the truck and we don't have no more room for any more grain in this and our grain cart is completely full. Alrighty, so we got everything down here and we're going to go ahead and start this. Oh, why aren't you starting? Do I not own that? Oh, I need to unfold the harvester first. That makes sense. You know, if I actually unfolded the harvester, then I'd be able to turn on the header. That would help out a lot. So it should be unfolded now. No, nothing. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and I don't think this should be toggled to soybean straw. No, it is not. And we're just going to go ahead and turn on GPS here. We're going to get this going. And right now we're averaging about 54% on the headlands. Oh, we jumped up to 71% there. So, I mean, we might get a decent yield off of this. But yeah, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and jump you guys into a time lapse. And like I said, this field and field 15, or at least mainly this field, we're going to do in the video because it may take a little while. Depends on how good the yield is. But yeah, I'm going to go and jump you guys straight into a time lapse. And I'll see you guys when we get done with this field. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let me know what you guys think of the series so far. Alrighty, so the combine is about out of fuel, and I realized that when I lifted up the header at one point in time inside the harvester that the combine just kept going like it had a header on it, and like the header was still rolling. We're just going to go ahead and go straight to the other field and start harvesting them beans. I'm going to get everything brought down there. I'll bring you guys back in when we get everything down there and we start cutting open that field. And plus we got to wait for a train anyways. Sorry about all the camera moving and all that. I was just trying to keep the camera out of the tree line there. But yeah, so far that field didn't yield too bad. It actually yielded fairly well in some areas. Parts of the field yielded really well, especially here in the middle, especially the way that No Creek made the farm. Well, the map. The trees block a lot of the sun, take a lot of the nutrients like in real life. But yeah, let me wait for this long train to get by. I'm going to get all this stuff down to field 15. I'll bring you guys back in and we're starting to cut that field open. Alright everybody, so the combine's running good. We got it all fueled up. And this field is yielding about the same as the last one. And we actually fertilized and limed this field. And we had it all good to go. You know, I don't think this, like, the nitrogen's great, but the yield's not the best. But it is what it is. I mean, we'll eventually get the yield there. But I noticed, you know, with this field being as big as it is, and Jay's busy, Connor's busy, and Nate's going to also be busy, and I'm going to be out here for a while, even with this new harvesting setup here. I got a good old friend, and he hasn't been around for a while, but he said he's wanting to come hang out sometime. And he goes by the name of Randy, so I'm going to go ahead and give him a call, see if he picks up, and we'll just go from there.
Hello.
Hey, it's Cole. What are you doing?
Nothing much, brother. How you going?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually in my new combine that I bought, you know, because the other one was, you know, a little on the small side, and I needed something newer. But are you around, like, the Kansas City, Missouri area at all?
Actually, I am at the moment. Well, what's up?
How long you plan on being in state for?
I'm not sure at the moment, but I'll be here for probably another week or so.
Well, you want to come down here, you know, for the rest of that week, and come down here and help me harvest some soybeans and the rest of my corn?
Definitely, man.
Alrighty.
I'll swing by sometime.
Do what?
Tomorrow, most likely.
Okay.
I'll swing by sometime tomorrow.
Alrighty, man. Sounds good. Yeah, just give me a call because I may be out in the field or I may not be at the farm. But yeah, just give me a call and we'll get started on this stuff. Maybe I'll be nice and let you drive the combine or something. If you wreck it though, you gotta buy it.
Alright.
I'm gonna be letting you drive $95,000. Alright, buddy.
I understand.
Alright, buddy. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, catch you later, brother.
Yep. See ya. Alrighty, so it looks like we got Randy on board. Randy is going, I'm surprised he's actually in the Missouri area. But hey, it is what it is. And, you know, we're going to get him to come down here and help us. Our yield is kind of trash along this tree line. But, again, that's the realism of this map. This map is made by No Creek Farms. The link will be down in the description. I'm going to try to start putting all the links I can down in the description. That being said, everybody, if you guys are liking the cattle series, please be sure to let me know. If you guys like me mixing in a little bit of, you know, actual harvesting in with the silage chopping and the grass and all that stuff, which reminds me I still got to get more hay cut. Let me know, and I'll try to put a little bit more into it and everything like that. But again, this is just a cattle series. Also, down below, the merch store just dropped today. I can now do memberships, super chats, members only shorts, members only live streams, and videos. So if you don't want to miss any content like that, and you want to see members only stuff and get the perks for that, be sure to go become a member. There's 3 tiers, $1.99, $4.99, and $9.99. That being said, everybody, I appreciate you all for the love and support. I appreciate you guys watching the videos and giving me the feedback on the videos and streams. That being said, I'll see you guys on the next one.